Yo, what's good? This your man, Said Wines, Beats by Said Show, man. Hey, listen, man, make sure you like, share, subscribe. I got a special guest in the building. You know what I'm saying? We got Tariq, a.k.a. Mr. Hubb. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, my brother? What's poppin'?
You already know. Brick City in the house.
Brick City in the house. All right, hey, we going to get to that in a minute. You know what I'm saying? All right, that's what's up, man. Hey, listen, we're going to get right into it. We ain't going to waste no time. Newark, New Jersey. This is where you're from, right? Born and raised, right?
New Jersey, Brick City. We call it Brick City.
Y'all call it Brick City. All right, cool. That's what's up, man. You know what I think of New Jersey? I always think of New Jersey Drive, the movie. Every time I meet somebody from Jersey, I think of that movie, man.
Because we will steal the car, boy.
Man, shoot, if you let the movie tell it, man, it was like, man, it was rough stealing some cars. I'm from Miami, Florida, so we weren't that bad at stealing cars. You know, we were known for dope and all the other crazy stuff. But I was like, dang, man, you can't have no car. It might be safe, just catch the bus.
Yeah, it's funny. That movie made us famous, man. It's crazy because, like, I knew a lot of the car thieves, man, and they just was like, you know, if you brought a nice car, just beware because there was a chance they were taking it.
Oh my goodness! All right, so that segues to my question, though. So how tough it was growing up, you know what I'm saying, in Newark? How tough it was?
Oh man, it was tough, man, because of course, we live in an underserved poverty already, but the gangs and just Newark is rough, man. Everybody wanted to be somebody. We always felt like New York and everybody was shining above us, so it was like you had to prove something. But you came to Newark, you just knew you had to fight, man. You just had to fight, and you were lucky to survive. A lot of us didn't make it, man. God bless, I made it through, man. I hung around with a lot of the dudes that was running stuff. So, it was funny. We were just having this conversation, OCM, Organized Criminal Minds. My partner, Kilo, Rasheen Pugh, y'all probably know him for the writing of Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, but he's on his whole movie now. But Organized Criminal Minds was his crew. And it was just like before that he got blessed with the opportunity to write for, Lauryn Hill, he was out there. he was out there, and I was one of my main men. So, just like I was protected in the streets. But Newark was hard, man. It was hard growing up in Newark, but you survive it. People say right now that if you survive Newark, you can live anywhere.
Gotcha. Now, I was reading somewhere they said that, crime kind of went down, right? A little bit, right?
Yeah.
Like the violent crimes have went down.
Yeah.
What was the difference, you think, what I'm saying, why crime kind of declined a little bit up there?
Well, I think it's because, I thank you for the platform. I get my little shine right now to talk about my organization, but the Hub help us become better. Arts and Trauma Center, we're part of an ecosystem. The mayor had this idea and this vision to take all of these organizations that were doing a lot of great things in the community and bring them all together and kind of force us to work together to be a deterrent to crime and prevention, intervention, and the healing. And it worked, it really, brought everybody together. You do what you do, you do what you do, you do what you do, and we gonna, stop this crime. My focus is working with the young people.
Okay.
And a lot of the crime that happened in the city of Newark, our young people are acting up. They're doing a lot of the crime. So just really taking them and showing them that there's another way of doing things. Utilizing the arts. Music saved my life, so I knew that I could offer the music to them and other art forms to be able to help them, put them in a mindset that life is so much more valuable than what you're giving yourself credit for. And the arts was able to do that. And for the last 11 years, these young people have been growing up in my center, man. So it feels good to know that we have contributed to the crime going down. But for the last 2 years, Mayor Ras Baraka has really put a big significant imprint on what the template looks like for solving the crime.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to the mayor, man. Shout out to the mayor up there. Now, with that said, like, what was now you guys making a difference. You know what I'm saying? You're making a difference in the community, making a difference. But what is still the ongoing challenges? Because even if, you know, you're making a difference, there's always that challenge. Like, okay, it's like this keep happening. You know what I'm saying? So what challenges that you have faced, even now, you know what I'm saying? Like that's still kind of like, man, we still got to get this under control as much as possible.
I think it's always going to be funding, man. Like, you know, employment, putting these young people, put money in their pockets, because like, you got to understand, man, we got social media and all that, which we ain't had when we was growing up, right? So they got access to information and all of this stuff. And, you know, so if I got access to information, I want to be able to have fun with that information. How do I have fun with that information if I don't got the dollars? If I don't have the dollars to do this and that, then guess what? Then I'm not it, right? So they figure out these ways, man, and they're making a lot of money off of the stealing the cars and stuff like that. And like, that's the first introduction to crime, right? You know, unfortunately, you stealing the car, next thing you know, you know, armed robbery and stuff like that, and that turned into murder and homicides and stuff like that. So unfortunately, you know, that's like, you know, contributed to the crime, the poverty and stuff that's happening in our community, and not having enough jobs and not having enough dollars and not enough people that's willing to put their lives on the line to make sure that these young people understand that their situation don't have to dictate their destination. Let's be clear. These young people are growing up with trauma, right? Trauma, unidentified trauma. They don't know that it's trauma, right? They don't know that what they're dealing with is causing them to act in a certain type of way. And because of not being old enough or not being experienced enough to figure out a way to cope with it, they do the other things, right? The maladaptive ways with the drugs and all that other stuff. And then that starts to spree to doing some crazy stuff. But you got to get a hold of their mind and unlearn some of the things that they've been taught. And you can't blame some of the parents, because, you know, you can't teach what you wasn't taught, right? And that becomes a hard lesson that we have to learn in our communities, that we have to look outside of the box. We can't just get comfortable with the box, you know? I'm glad that my mom taught me to look outside the box, and like, you can be more than what it is that you see. At 5 years old, she was teaching me perceive it, believe it, achieve it. And I was like, what does that mean? But I understand now, you know, like, I always wanted more. Like, my last name's Best. I was like, oh, God blessed me with a name like Best, because I wanted to not be better than everybody else, but I wanted to be the best version of me, right? So that pushed me. But you got to think about it. You got young people that ain't getting that push. They've been told you ain't never gonna be shit. I don't know if we can curse.
No, you good. We're good. No, you curse.
All right. Yeah. Because it's like, you know, if you being told I ain't gonna never be nothing, you ain't nothing, like all this other negative stuff, you start to believe that.
Facts.
You know, you start to believe that and start acting as that, even if that's not you. You start acting as it because it lets you fit in.
Right.
And that's bad. Right. So we got to change that.
Right. I never understood, you know what I'm saying, why some adults would tell a young kid that you're not going to make it. I just never
somebody
understood.
told them that. Because somebody told them that. They don't understand how damaging that is, right? How damaging that is to somebody's ego, right?
Yes.
If you don't have some positive reinforcement telling you that, you know, oh, I can be something, then that negative starts to pile up, and then you start to believe that.
Right. So now, you get a young kid, right? And let's say they want to, you know, join, you know, so they want to join your foundation, the Hubb Foundation, right? Your art, because you got an arts and trauma center, right? They want to join and sign up or whatever. And you do have a kid that's like, man, you know, that's because sometimes, man, kids, you know, you'll meet a kid and it's like, God, I'm not reaching him because he's still kind of in that negative mindset, right? You know, it's
all the time.
Right. So like, what is that process for you guys? You know, you and your team was okay. How do we get through this kid? Through this kid, because you know it's like, oh man, it's like pulling teeth and trying to get him to understand or her to understand. Like, yo, you could be more than just this. You could be bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's that process for y'all?
Man, I think one of the most important lessons that I learned in these 17 years doing this work is that I can't save everybody, right?
Gotcha.
I'm not Superman. And I used to believe like I can change everybody, you know? And we get sent the young people from Newark Police Department and Newark Public Schools that they kind of discard, they throw away. So it's always a challenge with the young people that I get, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I love that. I love that challenge because you can take a light and put it in an already lit room and don't do too much. But if you take that same light and put it in a dark room, it mean the world. So I love the challenges. I love taking them and showing them that all we had to do was love on them a little bit, show them that somebody care about them. And that's most of the time what happens. The Hub is an inviting place, right? It's a safe space. It's a neutral zone. You know, people respect what we do there. So, you know, when you come in there, it's about peace. It ain't about the violence. You know what I'm saying? You got beef with somebody else in there. We settling that right now.
Right,
like, yo,
right.
y'all get outside. We want to change your mind completely. But that none of that shit go down in here, you know. And I've been lucky enough to partner with New Direction, and my man 8 the Great. He's like one of the big homies, and I take those credible messengers and I utilize them along with the therapeutic art mentors that do the music, the videography, photography, and all of those things, and we make it enticing, you know. So they want to be a part of what we're doing outside the walls. If they don't know what the Hub is about, and then they get introduced to the Hub, they're like, oh, I want to do music. Oh, I want to do videography. Oh, I want to do the radio. I want to, yeah. But if you do that, you do something for me, I do something for you. Fact. So that's how we work it out, you know. And then having those high-risk interventionists, the credible messengers on my side, we know the slang. We know what you're doing already. They got that. They could call your big homie, right? You know. So we got kind of a leverage to be able to play with. It don't work all the time though. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, this is a kid today. I know he wanted to shoot us, right? And when he was a little kid, right? When he was a little kid, he was in my program, and I knew like this dude, we got to get to him. You know, we did everything in our power to get to him. Get to him, but he done did some things and then got locked up. He 18 now. Today he asked me for a job. I said, wow. You want a job? I said, so that means you willing to step on the other side? And he laughed, and I said, I'm dead serious. I said, I'm willing to work with you, but you got to give me something. I mean, you got to put the guns down. You know what I'm saying? Pick up a camera. You want to shoot something? Shoot some pictures. How about that? You know, and we laugh and joke, and he laughed. I don't want to say his name, but he laughed at me, but he was like, I need to stay out of trouble. And when I was there at the Hub, I stayed out of trouble. I said, well, the doors never closed on you, bro.
Right.
They never closed on you. You welcome back. Let's go.
Come on, King. Come on back, King. Hey, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on back, man. You know what I mean? Hey, you gonna stay out of trouble? Pick up that camera. You want to shoot? Pick up that camera. It's a lot more money in that camera than in that gun.
And then I told him, and you ain't gotta look over your shoulders. You ain't gotta be looking over your shoulders. Cause even talking to him today, he looking back and stuff. I said, you still in it. You can't tell me you're not in it because look at your mind. You looking, right. And he laughed because I know what you into.
You know the game, man. You know the game. So with that said, so I see that you know what I'm saying, you was appointed for for the commission, the board of commissioners for Dr. Martin Luther King. Like, what is the day-to-day operations with that? Congratulations on it, man. You got a lot of awards already. I was like, man, I don't even know where to start. You know what I'm saying? But I saw that. I picked that out because, we already know, the history of Dr. Martin Luther King and stuff like that. I'm in Atlanta, so they got a whole center down here for the guy. For our leader. But what is like the day-to-day task of a board member on that board, for Dr. Martin Luther King?
It's staying positive and being a role model, and for me, I feel like the martyrism, right? Being a martyr, right? Mm-hmm. Willing to die for the cause. Willing to, I've dedicated my life to this. For the last 17 years, I've given my life to making Newark a better place, right? So when I got the call, I was surprised. I was like, oh, they want me to be a commissioner. Oh, okay. That's what's up. For Martin Luther King, man, you know what that means? That's stand up right there. So now that puts extra pressure on me to, be stand up, be the example that these young people need to see. Like us men, I ain't behind bars. I ain't out there killing. I'm doing something positive, And guess what? You can look at me and see a different side. You can see that if you just perceive it, believe it, you can achieve it. You know, so like that's what it means for to be a commissioner for the Martin Luther King. I got a dream. I had a dream. I made it reality. You know, I
Facts.
visioned a place, a safe space where our young kids grow up in that didn't just need to be about basketball. Because I grew up in the Boys and Girls Club, and it wasn't enough. It's not enough today. So I created a space that I needed. I created a place that I needed when I was a child.
Facts. Yeah, man. You really definitely doing it. Like I said, I don't even know where to start. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen that you got a war about it one of the fraternities. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
You got
I was
that
just talking
joint.
about that the other day. Omega
Oh man,
Psi Phi, man.
yeah, man.
2000, what? 2011. I was like the Citizen of the Year. I was like,
Heck yeah.
you know tonight.
Oh
I
man,
said,
shout out to the Q dogs, man. Shout out to the Q.
shout out to them, man. I always wanted to be one.
Oh man, I was in college, shout out to Savannah State. You know what I'm saying? And man, I got approached by every fraternity. Man, what you going to fraternity, man? I was like, nah, I don't want to go through that. I want to go through what y'all going through. I'm already playing ball. I don't want to go through all this hazing and stuff. But man, when I be seeing them Q dogs, man, you know what I mean? Shout out to one of my partners, man. He's a Q, so I was like, I couldn't do it. At the time, I couldn't do it. Now it's like, I should have joined something. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good though. You know what I mean? It's all good. So 30 years in the music industry, man. 30 years.
Yes, sir.
30.
Yes,
30.
sir.
You know how we saying in the South?
30.
30. We
30.
30. Boy, that's a long time,
30.
dog. 30.
And there's a love and hate relationship with it too. You know, like because the music changed, man. Like when I was doing it heavily, you had to be talking about something. It had to be sustenance behind what you say. And now it don't necessarily have to be that way, right? And so you pick and choose. My sons love this, and I'll be like, okay, what did they say though? But I respect the art. I respect the culture because I remember when I was doing it heavily like that,
Right.
people were looking at us and saying, what is that jibber jabberish y'all doing? Right. So I respect the art. I don't agree with everything today, but and that's why I make the music that I make, because of the fact that I want to be something. I want to utilize it as a teaching tool to show these young people what the foundation was, what the fundamentals of rhyming was. And, like I grew up in a situation where it saved my life, right. Just being able to rhyme kept me out of the streets, like my dudes, all my dudes were in the streets, and they was like, oh, hell no, nah, you getting in the booth, right? And I was fortunate enough to get a mentor, Barry Roberts. Unfortunately, he just passed away a month ago, man, and it broke my heart.
Condolences.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. But he was like, VP of marketing promotion for Warner Electra in Atlanta. So responsible for like Silk, Pete Rock, Smooth, Anita Baker, and all of them. So he took me up under his wing, and a lot of what I do today is because of what he showed me outside of Newark. He grabbed me and took this little kid from Newark and took me out of the bricks and showed me other things, and took me to the Winter Music Fest down in Florida and Jack the Rapper. You know what I'm saying? So I got to see outside of Newark. So my mind expanded. I was able to dream now of what Newark could be, or what my life could be outside of Newark. And that's what I try to do with these young people now. Like, so people come to your life for reasons and seasons, man. And being that music business made me who I am today. It truly made me who I am today.
Right, man. It's a tough business. It's a tough business. I love it. I don't hate it as much like I used to, because I started understanding a little bit more. So I used to be like, man, forget this goddamn business. You know what I'm saying? But once I learn the business, I was like, okay, it's not so bad. You know what I mean? But I want to ask you this, because I noticed a lot of changes. I've been doing this since 2006. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of started a little late. What changes you like? What's that one thing you noticed that drastic change in the music industry? You was like, oh goddamn, this kind of gonna set the music forward or backwards in the next 20 years. Like, what you notice? Like, damn, what the hell is going on? Like that damn moment.
I think for me, for me as a lyricist, it was lyrics, right? Like again, I came from like doing shows with KRS-One and them, bro, and they like you get your ass beat.
Facts.
You got up there and said some whack shit, right? So just from that perspective, like being a lyricist, it was a turn off because it was like I felt like I was talented with the skill to rhyme and put these lyrics together and make you think about it, and you making millions of dollars and you ain't saying shit. So that was like a damn to me. But again, like I said, I learned to respect it because of the fact that they making money. If they ain't out there killing each other, but that's where the change came to. Right now, you killing each other. That's not what this was for. This was supposed to be a voice for us. Music calms the savage beast. Now y'all killing each other. What the hell? No, that's not what this was made for. This was supposed to be our voice. This was supposed to be our champion call, right? To be able to get you out of the situations. And now you get out of situations with money and you want to be back in it. Yeah. Come on.
That don't make no sense to me. I always thought like, okay, how you become a millionaire gangbanger or gangster? I just like, okay, you supposed to use
the
that
mentality, man. The mentality. Sure. We got to get the trauma out, man. We got to get the trauma out. And me and my partner Don, Star Maker, like we literally forming the label now, that Hub Life ENT now, where we want to work with the artists and get their mental right before they release stuff, right? So we don't have the situations like that. You know what I'm saying? So they go through a whole circle of with the social worker and all that stuff, and we get the shit out of them before they start making some money. You know what I'm saying? So now they can sustain the money because they know how to maneuver with it now, right? Their finances is right, their mental is right. The 8 stages of wellness is taken care of now. So now when they make some money, they can do something with it positive instead of blowing it away or worrying about what somebody else is going to do or trying to beat somebody else. Nah, man, take care of your family. It's crazy, man.
Yeah,
crazy.
I always was like, oh man, cats like if the cats that I grew up listening to and that taught me the game. These young cats they coming in and making some good money off this music. They coming in and make some good money. If you can even safe to say that they making more money than what we used to make back in the day than now. You know what I'm saying?
Without question.
It is just like, okay, why you want to involve yourself in this type of lifestyle? And some of the young artists don't even come from that lifestyle. That's what get me. That's what get me. They don't even come from the lifestyle. Like, wait a minute, boy, why you want to?
It's a facade, man. It's a facade.
Man, listen, man, I grew up in Miami, Liberty City, and we was always trying to, man, listen, even though I didn't do none of the crazy stuff, I knew cats that did it, and I was like, and it's always like, man, I can't wait to get up out of here. We trying to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Even the cats that was doing the wild stuff, it was like, man, I'm trying to get up out of here. And it just blow my mind how cats like get in and make some money, but they still want to. Nah, man, we don't know. We want to
do all that. No. I want to get away from that, man. I want to take care of my family, man. Me and my partner Drift. I don't know if you remember Drift. He was the king over at 106 in Park. But he was the champion over there. But me and him just got on a song together. It's his song, Self Destruction. We redid Self Destruction. So I can't wait to drop that, because me, Left Guns, and Drift. So that's gonna be some powerful stuff, man. There's gonna be some powerful lyrics, right? Lyrics coming back to play, So yeah, man, I can't wait to drop that too.
That's what's up. Now I saw one of your interviews. You say you use a battle rap too, right?
Oh man,
use the battle rap. Now, battle rapping kind of at first people used to frown on battle rapping. Now I see a battle rapping now is like. On bigger platforms, it's becoming like they always had that niche audience, but now it's like more people that's really interested in. You know what I'm saying? They now it's a little bit more leagues. Now it's no Remy Ma. Got her own league with the Chrome 23. You got Queen of the Ring. You know what I'm saying? With a lot of the female MCs. You know what I mean? Doing their thing and stuff. So how was that transitioning from battle rapping to like rap to writing songs? You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I think it was. I think it was Barrett Roberts, man, the one I was telling you about. My mentor, he like literally like made me realize, like, like, do you want to make songs and be a neighborhood celebrity? Or do you want to, do you want to just make verses to be a neighborhood celebrity, or do you want to make songs that can eventually be classics? And when he asked me that question, he was like, "There's no way in hell you're gonna be what I've done for Silk or Anita Baker or CL Smooth or any of them with doing what you're doing right now." And I was like, "What?" Like, because everything was a motherfucker, and really talking about, I would study somebody, before I battled them, and be disrespectful like Arsenal and them, like I like crazy. But I changed it and start creating songs, right? And start really like caring about lifting my community up and women, that was my thing, talking about, like love and all that other good stuff. Not a LL Cool J per se, but a Rakim, LL Cool J, KRS-One mixed all together. But my favorite was Pop, so Pop kind of like I mimicked my whole vibe over him because he was the truest misunderstood. You know what I'm saying? Like you would think he was a thug, but dude was very intelligent. He just made some really bad choices at the end.
Right. That's how I look at Pac. I don't look at Pac as like he just made some bad choices. And that's a perfect way to describe it. You know what I'm saying? But man, if you really listen to Pac, man, it's like, man, you just can't get away, man. Pac is. I always got my distinction between Pac and Biggie. I say Pac, I say Biggie's like you said the lyricist. Biggie's the best, the better lyricist. Storytelling, flow, you can't touch that. But Pac was just gifted.
Right. Pac, when he wants something to hit the heart and shit like that and make you feel something, like what? Yeah. Pac made you mad.
Right.
Biggie made you want to party.
Right. Pac can make you cry too. Like, man, let me go call my
mama
real quick. Yeah.
Definitely.
Let me go call my mama real quick, man. That's what's up, man. We got Al Tariq on the show. Beatsbyced, you know what I'm saying? Mr. AKA Mr. Hubb, man. But listen, hey, man, how can people, where people can go to support, you know what I'm saying, the support your foundation, support your program, and also support their own community. Like I said, I'm here in Atlanta, so, we're going to have different people in other cities watching this, so they probably want to get out and, hey, I want to get out and find my own type of, program out here. So how, what's the advice you give them and how they can support not just you, but any other, people that's doing things in the community?
Well, I think the first thing to do is don't talk the talk, walk the walk. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a million young people watching you, right? Watching what you do, right? So the universe pays you for what you put out. And I truly believe that, right? And my son made me change my life, like he ain't make me change my life, but he put a simple question on me when he was 14 years old. He said, "Dad, you always talk about being part of the solution, not part of the problem. What are you doing about it?" And me not having an answer changed my life because I vowed that, my son just made me feel like I was a hypocrite. Like, you can talk all that stuff, Dad, but you ain't really about it. And I was like, what? So I started a nonprofit, didn't know what I was doing, just knew I wanted to serve my community. I never wanted to be in a situation ever again where somebody asked me what was I doing for my community and I not have an answer. So 17 years later, listen, this is what I do. I improve my son back and forth over and over again that, this is what it's about. But that Hub Life, man, Hub stands for Help Us Become Better. It's just that simple. That Hub Life on all social media platforms, but do something. Don't talk about it. Do something. Like, get up and do something. You ain't got to come to the Hub, but go start your own organization. Or if you see somebody doing something that's positive, go join them, because we all need help. I believe wholeheartedly every interaction is a transaction. It's a chance to learn, grow, or teach. And if you're blessed, you get all three. Simple.
Facts. Wise words, man. Wise words for the kids, you know what I'm saying? All right. So we got our 5 for 5, man. So 5 for 5. All right?
Okay.
So this is Beatsbyced said 5 for 5. All right, here we go. First one. Tigers or Lions? Lion. Okay. Queen Latifah or Lauryn Hill?
Oh shit. That's
I got you on that one.
Look. Ooh. My first instinct is Lauren because of Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, but Queen
Okay.
because she was over everything. Like, just the overall success.
Got you. All right, I put this on there, but Tupac and Biggie.
Oh,
Tupac. All right. $500K or a dinner with Jay-Z?
a dinner with Jay-Z, man, because I'm a hustler.
No, hold on, bro.
Listen, I'm gonna get more than 500K out of him. That when I sit down.
Hold on.
Give me some time with that dude. I'm gonna get 500 more out of him.
All right.
I'm a hustler, brother.
I love Jay-Z, man. I'm gonna have to take that money, man.
I love Jay-Z, man.
Shout out to Jay-Z.
Love.
Shout out to Jay. All right, last one. This is a big one. This for Brick City. This for Brick City now. It's for Jersey. Old Jersey now. It's for Jersey. Redman and Tretch.
I know them both. You can't do that to me because then I'm gonna be put on the spot, bro. Like both of them are my dudes, bro.
I got you on that one. I say, okay, cool. I'm gonna get him on this one.
Oh man.
I'm fine for jerseys. I love Tretch, but I'm gonna pick Redman. I love Redman.
Okay.
That's my.
I'm gonna rock with Redman. I'm gonna rock with Redman. Tretch, you know I love you, bro. Trick. I love you, bro. But Red. All day. See, I got a story behind Red. You know what I'm saying? I used to date his sister.
Go ahead. Tell that story real quick. Go ahead.
No. I was just saying I used to date his sister. You know what I'm saying? And we had a relationship before he became who he is. So yeah.
Got you. No. Shout out to Red, man. I think his
Reggie Noble. You already know.
That's what I'm saying. The most famous thing that my man that I love was the MTV Cribs, and he actually showed his crib. Classic. That's the best one. That's the best one ever. It was so authentic. It was so him, and I'm pretty sure it was so Brick City or Jersey of him. You know what I'm saying?
So real, that's why you got to go with Red, because you know what, you gonna get exactly what you see. You know what I'm saying? That's Red, and he always been like that.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. I can't wait to meet Redman one day. I think he be in Atlanta a lot, so hopefully, he pull up one day. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool, man. Listen. We're going to play this video. So introduce the video, man. It's the joint that you got with Penelope.
Yes.
I heard it. I said, man, she's really dope. Y'all, you did
man.
Y'all did y'all thing on there, man.
I appreciate it, man. Legacy, man. We wanted to really show people that, legacy, leaving a legacy is not just for the celebrities, man. Anybody that touch your life, that leave a legacy, you those memories be on repeat, man. And Penelope just serenaded the song, man. And she just, I don't know if everybody know, but that's my wife. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
She's a dope ass artist, and we got together, and that was our first song together. And she just you blessed it so much, but it made everybody think about their loved ones, not only the celebrities that had an impact on you, but our families, that leave these legacies, these imprints on us that we can think about them all the time. And we wanted to create a visual masterpiece that kind of showed that. So, man, legacy.
That's what's up, man. Legacy, Beats by Said show. Let's get it.
Peace.
Life can be all good until it isn't. People touch our lives for reasons and seasons. When you lose someone that matters to you, it can even leave you hurting, depressed, and in mourning. Those are the stages of grief. It's unfortunate to lose anyone you love. However, some will say that we will gain an angel. What's important for us all to remember is that they leave behind their memories for us to cherish, and their legacies.
Two questions I want to ask. What does legacy mean to you? And how do I say goodbye? I don't know. Still searching.
Memories are on repeat daily. Remembering the legacy and my head. Memories are on repeat daily. Remembering the come to eat. You tell me cry standing on my feet. The only way from here is up. DMX passed so many of us. We're not okay. Trust people to be just who they show themselves to be. Play this on repeat. Remembering the legacy. Memories are on repeat daily. Remembering the legacy in my head. Memories are on repeat daily. Remembering the legacy.
If I could just turn back God's hands in times, I know we all be wishing we could press rewind. If I could take one more pick and grab you and hug you and give you your roses now and tell you I love you, let the world know how special you are and what you meant to me, spiritually, emotionally, historically, and mentally. My world got interrupted and it's disrupting my balance. The flashbacks are here, but to live is still a challenge. Cause you said you would be here and you not, and it hurts. And for your legacy I done tried and I'ma die, put that work in. Still gotta live. It's okay to not be okay. Just can't stay stuck there. Gotta go. Get up, Tariq. Penelope. Let's get it.
I was not ready. I was not ready. This is your legacy. Yeah, you can live on. I was not ready. I was not ready. This is your legacy. This is our legacy. This is our legacy.
Holla if you hear this.
Memories are on repeat daily. Remembering the legacy in my head. Memories are on repeat daily. Remembering the legacy. Yeah.
Love that track, man. Crazy.
Yeah. Dope. Who produced the track?
Oh, my man Mello, man. He's a beast, man. He's a beast, man. Out of PA, man. He dope.
Dope. That's what's up, man. I love the joint, man. I lost my son in 2020, so it definitely, my oldest son. So it definitely, like, when I saw it, I was like, man, yeah. It brought back a lot of memories. You know what I'm saying? Dope, man. Dope.
Man. My condolences to you, brother.
Man, appreciate it, man. Dope, man. I love the quality of it. Love the song. Both of y'all did a really excellent job on it. You know what I'm saying? I said, oh, cause I was searching. I was like, I know he doing some music. I said, oh, I found this one. I said, let me download this one. I like this one. That's what's up, man.
Appreciate it.
Man, appreciate you, man. Listen, man, thank you for coming to the show. Yes, I really appreciate that, my brothers. Let everybody know where they can find you, you know what I'm saying, and how they can support you and whatever you're doing, you know what I'm saying, you know, and make sure you give out the website as well, you know what I mean, to your program and to your center, you know what I'm saying. You got a whole center now, and this ain't nothing. He got a whole
center, 9,000 square feet of goodness, man. Let's go.
9,000 square feet. He got a whole building now. Don't be talking about, man, I can't find the building.
Yeah.
He got an address.
135 Prince Street, Newark, New Jersey. You already know. But the website, thathubblife.org, Hub with 2 B's, and all social media platforms, That Hub Life, Mr. Hubb. You already know.
That's what's up, man. Hey, man, appreciate you, man. Hey, man, don't be a stranger, man. You know, you got anything else coming on? You know, you want to promote, man? Come on back, man. You know, so let's talk about it. Let's be about it. Hey, make sure y'all get out into that community. Wherever you are, get out into the communities. You know what I'm saying? Get out in the community, do something. Do something. Don't be a hypocrite. Do something, all right? And we gone, man. Beats by Said show with Tariq, a.k.a. Mr. Hubb. Deuces.
Peace, bro.